Have you ever felt like you're just stuck? Waiting for anyone, to give you permission to make your next big move? Well, in this explainer, we're diving into a really powerful mindset shift called self-authorization. It's all about learning how to turn your toughest experiences into your absolute greatest strengths. So it all kind of starts with this fancy word, imprimatur. What does that even mean? Well, it's that official stamp of approval, that green light we're all sort of trained to look for. We want it from our boss, our teachers, our family, that big formal yes that tells us we're on the right track. But think about it. When we're so busy looking for that yes from everyone else, it really begs the question, are we forgetting where the most important permission actually comes from? The one that truly matters? And that leads us right to the core of this whole thing, the power of self-authorization. It's basically the idea of becoming your own authority. You're the one who grants yourself the permission you need to move forward and to start living by your own rules. And in the real world, this is a game changer. It means you get to define your own timeline for success. You set your own standards. You're the one who decides when it's time to grow or change or maybe just move on, all without waiting for someone else to validate your decision. Now, it's really important to get this straight. Self-authorization isn't about just being a rebel without a cause. That's not it at all. It's about what you could call strategic endurance. It's about smartly using even the situations you don't love as a launch pad for where you really want to be. Let's use a super common example. Say you're dealing with a bad boss or a job you can't stand. In the moment, it's just awful, right? But with self-authorization, you can totally reframe it. That tough situation, it actually becomes a powerful catalyst. It's this daily reminder of what you don't want, which makes it crystal clear what you do want, and that pushes you to build something better. So how do you actually make this happen? How do you take something negative and turn it into fuel for your own growth? Well, it all starts with a pretty powerful metaphor. Probably the worst thing we can do is just ignore our failures and bad experiences. The real power move is to become a kind of alchemist, to learn how to look at the trash of a bad experience and find the gold inside. The lesson, the strength, the motivation that's hidden in there. And this whole thing really breaks down into 3 simple steps. First, you have to acknowledge the bad. Just face it head on. Don't run from it. Second, you reframe it. You stop seeing it as a roadblock and start seeing it as rocket fuel. And finally, you use that new energy to blossom forward, to actively grow and become a stronger version of you. The absolute key takeaway here is this: don't let a bad experience go to waste. The real failure isn't the experience itself. It's letting the lesson inside of it just slip away. You've got to learn to pull the value out of every single step of your journey. So this whole idea of turning bad into good, it isn't just about what you do externally. It's really powered by a huge shift in your internal mindset. It's all about finding your own inner yes. And at the end of the day, it all comes down to this one simple question. We spend so much energy chasing the approval of the crowd, but whose approval really, truly matters more? And here is the answer. That quiet nod you give yourself, that deep down feeling that you're on the right path, that is so much more powerful and sustainable than any loud applause you'll ever get from the outside. That feeling right there, that is the soul of self-authorization. This is what true permission feels like. It's not something you get from other people, it's something you grow inside yourself. It's about accepting who you are right now and giving yourself that green light to go after your dreams and your ideas. Okay, so let's bring this all home. If you really have the power to reframe your past and grant yourself permission, what does that actually mean for your future? Here's the ultimate takeaway. The power has been with you the whole time. You are the one holding the key. You don't need to wait for someone else to unlock the next door for you. The key to your growth, your happiness, your future, it's already in your hand. And that leaves us with one final empowering question to just think about. Now that you know you're holding the key, the only thing left to decide is, which door are you going to open first?